Picnic tables marked the location of Camp Contraband along Chattanooga's North Shore. The camp was a haven for a large number of refugees, both liberated and escaped slaves from the Deep South during the Civil War.
Chattanooga played a really significant role in the Civil War. There was many battles here besides the Battle of Chickamauga. There was Battle of Lookout Mountain, Battle of Missionary Ridge, Battle of Orchard Knob, and after all that is when the thousands and thousands of African Americans started coming to the area in hopes of freedom under the Union-controlled Chattanooga.
Confederate cannons mounted on the high ground surrounding the city could not reach the river, so this is where the Union Army was stationed. To put things into perspective, the difference between being a free man and a slave was roughly the distance between the Tennessee Aquarium and Chattanooga's North Shore.
In 1863, when the Union fought the rebels to Georgia, thousands and thousands of African Americans came here in hopes of freedom.
The camp mushroomed in size. Before the war, only about 2,500 people called Chattanooga home. But by the end of 1865, nearly 6,000 free African Americans lived on the northern bank of the river.
The Contraband camp was actually very sophisticated for its time. They had their own president and a council. When Chattanooga started progressing, so did this area. And a lot of Chattanoogans have heard of an area called Hill City, and that's basically what this sort of became as they were able to legally get jobs.
Visitors to the North Shore today shop and dine where 150 years ago, newly freed slaves, new citizens to America, stood looking across the river and imagined a future for themselves and their families.